This is Christine Robinson from the Argus Foundation, here with your local government report for the week of May 27th, 2020. The school board met last week and next meets Tuesday, June 2nd at 3 p.m. The Sarasota County Public Hospital Board has their next meeting on June 4th, which is a strategic planning meeting. The City of Venice is next scheduled to meet today, Tuesday, May 27th at 9 a.m. The mayor has on the agenda to appoint a former City of Venice mayor and a former city council member to 2 advisory boards. The city manager is seeking city charter required approval to exceed the maximum 3% increase in the general fund budget, citing the voluntary takeover of emergency medical services from the county. Also on the agenda is approval of a resolution affecting the joint planning agreement between the City of Venice and Sarasota County for future annexations in the area of east of Pinebrook Road and Curry Lane. This dovetails with a pre-annexation agreement of a parcel of just over 10 acres on Curry Lane, also on the agenda. The City Council will receive an update on COVID-19 and also discuss virtual meetings through the summer break. Council will receive a presentation on the new Fire Station 1 and the City Hall expansion project. The project also includes City Hall renovations, site improvements, a central energy plant, a standby generator, and shared spaces. Council will be asked to approve a maximum price amendment of just under $12 million. The City of Venice Environmental Advisory Board will be meeting virtually this week and be having a discussion on retention lakes, littoral shelves, stormwater runoff, and nutrient pollution reduction. The Architectural Review Board is canceled this week. The Stormwater Utility Rate and Water Quality Stakeholders Work Group will have a virtual meeting this week. The City of Sarasota next meets on June 1st. Code compliance hearings are canceled, and the Firefighters Pension Plan Board of Trustees regular meeting will be meeting by audio conference. The Northport City Commission has several meetings today, Tuesday, May 26th. There are 3 district meetings at 4 p.m. The Fire Rescue District governing body will be considering a work assignment for the Public Safety Training Complex for engineering in the amount of just over $171,000. This is to add to the existing complex and consists of a training burn tower for the department and a shoot house for the police department. Other future work could include a parking lot and classroom facility. The Solid Waste District will be considering an organics transfer station. There are 4 options for the commission to consider. The Road and Drainage District will be looking at exemptions for churches, which also affects the Fire Rescue District. They will also be looking at an agreement for the maintenance of street lights on US 41 with FDOT. On the consent agenda is to approve the transfer of $50,000 from the general fund contingency account to the other professional services account in the economic development account for a feasibility study. The intent of this feasibility study is to provide for a study testing viability for certain specific targeted industry sectors and incentives for the city of Northport. The study outcomes are specifically related to increasing new businesses to the area, diversification of business, expansion of existing businesses, and adding higher wage jobs. Also on the consent agenda is ratification of emergency order relating to temporary outdoor dining regulations and suspension of certain fees for restaurants, and also an order relating to the reduction of certain building permit fees by 25%. Under the first reading of the ordinance is an annexation of 1.6 acres on the south side of 41 to the west of the River Road intersection. This is for just an annexation at this point. The applicant intends to submit an application for comprehensive plan amendment and rezoning later. Also on first readings is a series of ordinances relating to the West Village's index map, pattern plan, boundaries, and neighborhood layouts. Under resolutions is a special exception for the use of convenience store, fuel pumps generally located in the intersection of West Price Boulevard and North Cranberry Boulevard in the neighborhood commercial high-intensity zoning district. There's a separate resolution for the use of a convenience store with car wash at that intersection. Also connected with this is a public hearing on the development master plan on a 7-Eleven convenience store. Finally, under general business is a discussion and possible reconsideration of options for City Commission districting at the February 19th, 2020 joint meeting with the Charter Review Board and Northport City Commission, where they considered changing the construction portion of the districting and redistricting plans for the charter to allow for 3 district seats and 2 at-large seats on the commission using the 2020 census and becoming effective for the 2022 general election. Since that meeting, Vice Mayor Luke has learned more of the history and reasons for the changes leading to the City Commission's current composition. As an affirmative voter on the motion passed at the February 19th joint meeting, Vice Mayor Luke is requesting that this item be brought back to the City Commission for further discussion and possible reconsideration. Northport has canceled their code enforcement hearings for this week. The Sarasota County Commission has their next meeting scheduled for Wednesday, June 3rd. The county notes on its calendar that the Tourist Development Council meeting for this week is canceled. That is the Argus Foundation Local Government Report for Tuesday, May 27, 2020. Stay tuned to our Facebook and Twitter pages for updates, including posts with the Florida Governor's COVID-19 press conferences. Until our next update, be well.